Hello and welcome to Pepperdine Esports, the West Coast Conference versus Loyola. I can't speak tonight. LMU, Loyola Marymount University.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll get it eventually. It's been a very long day, but my name is Grace RamseyIsMey Ramsey, and this is my co-caster,
Cody.
and we're looking forward to another night of League of Legends. We have two games tonight, not both versus LMU. Both series will be a best of one, and at 7 p.m. here in just a little bit, we will be going up against University of San Francisco, or USF.
Yeah. All right, Pepperdine. While I was on the team, we've lost against LMU, so hopefully with this new role swap, we can pull out the win.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not your fault though, but
We'll see.
hopefully they can do it without you. That would be
Mhm.
ideal. We're
Well,
currently loading into lobby now.
okay, so it looks like they subbed in Liquid Core JJ and
For Suyu.
mhm.
I mean, we did see some interesting play yesterday with Suyu, so it didn't go abysmally. But maybe just needed a little bit more time.
That's right.
I'm currently pulling up op.gg so we can give you guys the lowdown on that. It was a bit of a rush to get online today, and whoop, my computer did not like what I just did, but it's okay. So, I'm seeing pretty standard meta champions for bot lane and support. In the mid lane, some Diana, Orianna, Kiana, jungle. See the Ivern, the Udyr, a little bit of Fiddlesticks too. Fiddlesticks is actually, it looks like their jungler's main champion this season as well. So we might get some Fiddlesticks today, which would be exciting. We'll have to see. And let me pull up the chat on my other device so I can say hi to all the people. All right, we're waiting on one more person from LMU.
If I remember correctly from our last game, Tango Fish did pretty well, so might be a person to look out for.
It'll be interesting to see. I'm checking in with all the things. How have you been today, Cody? How has been your fantasy draft in the LCS? How are you doing?
I think I'm doing pretty well. I got Someday in the top lane and Vulcan in the bot lane. The rest I have 2 Fly Class players and a Golden Guardians player, so I'm not too excited about that, but
yeah. I have the Golden Guardians mid laner on my roster, and that did not work out well yesterday.
Yeah, me too. A Blaze Olive.
Yeah. So I definitely will be looking to get the waiver to switch him out. Perhaps I'm giving him, till the end of the weekend, because you can't switch him till the end of the weekend. So we'll see.
You know what? I'm gonna put trust in my players and the ones that I've selected. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. But I know Saligo from Dignitas is currently a free agent in my league, so I might go that way.
How many players do you have in your fantasy league?
8.
Okay.
Bunch of guys from the league team, and then some of Scott's friends. So we'll have to see. And assistant coach Kyle Cottywaple Griffith.
Wait, are we? Okay, mine has 10 members, so we have very little
in terms of
free agents or so I think we have actually just one leftover player after we went through draft, so
all right, looks like the final player from LMU has started or gotten into the lobby, so we should hopefully be getting started soon with draft. I don't know whether we'll be doing it live or in pro draft, but either way we will hopefully be able to show that on stream. Get that going for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm offering the stream link. I might hear Twitch pop up here because it tends to do that. There we go. Let's go over to... There we go. There we go. Now we might have some LMU people joining us.
All right.
Woohoo! As we just wait for lobby to start, but you know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
We gotta be more entertaining, Cody. The problem is, like, we're all doing things and looking at things and getting ready to go. We don't have the LCS analysts like speaking into our earpieces and, you know,
Yeah,
telling
this
us
I
all
don't know. I don't know what is there. I mean,
Yeah, until
school's starting in 2
school's
days,
starting
yeah.
next week. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I
I don't
have
know, when does LMU start?
I don't know. Interesting. If anybody from LMU pops in the chat, let us know. Have you guys already started school? Because we're starting on Monday, but I have a mock trial scrim tomorrow, so I will be busy all weekend. It'll be great. I've been doing that all brick. Getting ready for our big regional tournament at the end of February, so I'll be able to represent Pepperdine some way, even if my League of Legends skills are lacking.
That's right.
Decimate in a pretend courtroom as we roleplay lawyers. But
How's our mock trials team? Are we any good?
no. Not necessarily because we don't have the capacity to be good. It's just everyone's super busy and this is everyone's like fourth activity that they're doing, so
I
you know.
see.
But I think we have a solid chance of because there's quite a few teams that get bids. But oh wow, popping into picks and bans with no ceremony. So here we go. We're getting right into it. Enough about me.
Yeah, we can jump back to that when we don't have anything to talk about.
Yeah, we have the Fiddlesticks band coming out for Papa Spoon. What we expected.
The Aatrox band for the Watermelon God.
Makes sense. One of his most played champions.
The Thresh band out.
Okay.
I remember the team talking about Thresh being a problem for Senna, so Pepperdine might be looking to. Mm-hmm.
And then of course the Seraphine. Have they nerfed Moonstaff yet? I haven't looked at the patch notes.
I believe so.
I
believe
hoped
in the.
so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's still a very good regardless. I'm still seeing people build it, but I mostly follow support players. And then a Galio band coming out from the side of Pepperdine. And then Twisted Fate. Interesting.
Okay, so they didn't nerf Moonstone, but they nerfed Staff of Flowing Water. They took away 10 ability power, so.
I mean, that makes sense. Moonstone is very, very important for Enchanter support, so. Kaisa being picked up here, so no Senna ADC at least. For the side
Very
of
interesting.
Pepperdine.
Let's see if.
Santo
67 LC Miller. Oh, so Thresh is his most played support.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a 100% win rate with 7 games played in ranked, so very impressive.
We see the Shen come out from LMU. That'll probably go to their top laner. Lucian
coming out.
You think an ADC or mid there?
I think it'd be ADC. I think Lucian does relatively well into Kaisa, so. Not in like a vacuum one-on-one, 1v1 situation, but in lane poses a pretty big threat.
Makes sense. Have to see Alistar. So the complete bot lane picked up here for Pepperdine. Liquid Core JJ plays a lot of Alistar, so in fact that's who he cosplayed as during our Halloween stream. So
All
picking
right.
the powerful pick there, and ooh, Pantheon. This could be flexed mid lane, top lane, or jungle. So not really
That's
giving
right.
a lot of information over to LMU about where that Pantheon pick is going.
Mhm.
That'll be a Kiana mid.
Very interesting. Kiana mid, if that's going into the Pantheon, might have just stepped on his own foot.
Mm-hmm.
But Kaisa Alistar are a very good bot lane together. They have really great synergy. On the side of LMU, I'm not too sure about their team comp. They might look out to ban the Vladimir. Yeah, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Pepperdine is missing out on some AP, and the Watermelon God does default to the Vladimir.
No Talia. To be fair, LMU needs some AP too. I know Shen has some, but he definitely won't be their main source of AP damage, or shouldn't really be.
And if another ban comes out for Pepperdine, I get the feeling that Pantheon might go jungle, but we will see.
You used to be.
Echo comes out.
Probably looking at that Echo jungle potential, because the Kiana will definitely be going mid. It's Tango Fish's one of his most played. The Nunu jungle, that AP damage there.
Both Papa Spoon and Tango Fish have games on Echo, so like you said, Kiana's mid, and yep, this looks to be a targeted Echo ban.
Might be a Lilia jungle here. So that Pantheon would probably be going mid, but it looks like what's gonna happen. So it looks like we're picking for the Watermelon God here.
And we have Ornn. Okay.
A pretty safe standard pick. We've just got to see what comes out finally for the support. Oh, maybe it will be a support Shen.
I feel like it's a Maokai support.
It could go
There's
either place.
Or recently, there's been a lot of Maokais going either Comet or Aftershock and getting Imperial Mandate. So
a lot of the support players I've seen are really underwhelmed with Maokai, but maybe that's just solo queue. I can't tell you for the pro play team fight.
well, I can't tell you either, but I feel like, or the majority of Maokais I've seen are support, and they go the sapling max, and it's
okay.
they always get lane priority, and it's very strong. But looking at this team comp, very interesting. LMU's lacking a lot of AP damage, and both teams look to be going for this 5v5 comp.
Yeah.
Both having one global each, so.
Yes, and as we get ready for this 3-minute spectator delay, we will welcome assistant coach Kyle Cottywaple Griffith. Hello.
Hello. How are you guys?
Good.
So I'm just going to start out by saying they didn't ban Pantheon. We're very happy about this. Getting the option to triple flex that and deciding to take it mid lane into the Kiana. It's a pretty good matchup for us. So very happy with how draft went.
Yeah, credit to Cody. He immediately was like, well, if that Pantheon's going mid, the Kiana stubbed her own toe.
Yeah, that was kind of what we were looking at. We're like, we can take it top lane if we want. We can take it in the jungle. And then they're like, Kiana, it's like, oh, it's going mid lane. So,
yeah. It's looking like just a 5v5 death match, is death brawl. Just
you hit it right on the head. Today's goal is easy to execute, Wombo on top of them. That was our goal. You know, yesterday's game went well until we had a little falter right there at the end and we gave up and lost the game. So the idea today is easy to execute and just pile on and win. So that's our strategy moving forward.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to talk, but yesterday's game was just so unfortunate. Just that last like 5 minutes just changed everything.
Yeah, you're up 7K gold going into the last 5 minutes of the game, and then we hard tunnel on getting the last soul to get Senna up to 100 souls, and they take Baron, and we take a bed fight and then win the game. So
Yeah.
today's goal is don't tunnel onto something random when Baron's on the map, and just play the same way we played. We were very proud of the boys yesterday. They played really well.
They did.
Tonight, I think we've got a little bit easier comp to execute. Alistar goes in, and Pantheon jumps on top of him. Ornn ults, and we just, hopefully we have zone control and objective control, and we win the game.
Yeah.
That's the ideal. But definitely. Anything else you'd like to share with us or this stream before we send you off on your way?
No, I don't think so. Looking forward to this game, and then the next game tonight at 7. I'm just excited to get back-to-back games tonight.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you very much, and we'll see you around for the next game at the very least, Kyle. So
Sounds good.
Have a
Thank
great
Yeah.
coaching in the middle of the game. All right, bye-bye.
All right.
And so we've got about 30 seconds left here on the 3-minute spectator delay in client. I forgot to mention there's the 3-minute spectator delay in client, and then there's also a 2-minute spectator delay on this stream itself. So you are in total seeing about 5 minutes behind on the action in game, and you're 2 minutes behind what we casters are seeing, just so you in chat are aware if you try to communicate with us or are worried about the integrity of the game. But we're about to be loading in here. Getting ready.
All right, here we go.
We'll see how long the client keeps us stuck at 96% today.
Fingers crossed. Well, I do like our chances for Pepperdine. We have like Kyle said, a very simple comp. Just need to watch out for the Nunu and the Shen and the Kiana roams, and it's looking good. It's looking good.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see what comes out from Scott on this Lilia. It's champion. I personally have not seen him play. I have seen Windchill 400 on the Pantheon in the jungle before, so it'll be interesting to see what he does mid lane. And we're loading in now.
Here we go.
There we go. I think I got it. We're not popping in quite yet. Client's doing the thing where it teases us. There we go. Are we going to come in now? Yep, there we go. Here we go over to the game.
Alright, just looking at the lane matchups. Again, another tank versus tank snooze fest in the top lane. Hopefully we'll see some action in the mid lane. Maybe Windchill 400 or Tango Fish can pull off some solo kills.
Yeah, while Pepperdine is 5-pointing, it looks like LMU is potentially looking for an invade. We'll see. They might just be covering that side of the jungle.
And looking at the bot lane. Oh.
Doesn't quite make contact with his Q there.
Scott elects to share the gold with his mid laner. After the bot lane gets level 3, I'd be more comfortable playing the Kaisa and the Alistar here. A very strong lane, totally capable of 100ing to 0 either Maokai or Lucian. So definitely LMU's bot lane should be aware of that.
Should be just a wee bit nervous. Important to note, both junglers start at their red buff, so Shen will get to lane a little bit late, and the Kaisa and the Alistar will.
I'd like to see an early gank come out of the Nunu. I feel like Pepperdine's mid and top will be very vulnerable to the new snowball. Have no real way of getting away from it. Well, as Alistar can maybe push him away, knock him up.
Makes sense, especially with the Nunu pathing coming down here towards bot side.
I'm guessing he's gonna 3 camp here, hit level 3, and then look for a gank mid. So Julian, hopefully he knows that the jungler's out there. He can sigh a breath of relief.
Some slaps going back and forth here in the top lane. Tank snooze fest, I believe you said?
And Nunu here does his Gromp, which is very interesting. He might go to his Wolves after this, but he already missed his Krugs, and if he continues at this pace, he will get out-farmed by the Lilia. As Nunu is rolling to the mid lane. And Winchell's very smart.
Easily able to fall back, yep.
Knows to stay back there, very smart. And we see an 11 CS lead building up in the mid lane.
Winchell again getting ganked, has to flash out.
Wow, very nice return trade from Winchell
wow.
400 and the Kiana oversteps.
That was an excellent trade there with the ignites going down and how Winchell was able to avoid that last little bit of damage and get the Kiana with the fatal away ignite.
That's very well done. I mean, at first there, Winchell didn't expect Nunu to stay there with his snowball down, but he still went for it, and the Kiana actually paid the price. As we look at the bot lane, Alistar and Kaisa have hit level 3, and Lucian and Maokai just need to play back. As it seems like Ornn is also winning in the tank vs tank matchup, so 3 winning lanes for the side of Pepperdine.
Currently opening up just about a 1k gold lead here.
And we see Nunu going into Scott's Raptors. I don't believe Pepperdine has vision of this or has knowledge of this, so very smart play as Kiana and Nunu are both rotating down to the bot lane. Maokai flash coming out on Alistar.
Alistar's in a bit of trouble.
Alistar has a flash there right into the snowball, and he falls.
Yeah, there wasn't really much Alistar could do. He might have done better to just save his flash, and take the death there.
Although I don't play support, I would have liked to seen the phase rush maybe in this situation. Alistar able to dive in and dive out really easily.
Scott comes in, tries to get the Drake there, and ultimately the Nunu does go incredibly low. Winchell is there, smacking the Lucian around. Watermelon God getting aggressive onto the Shen here, and manages to get the solo kill with a beautiful ultimate. Oh, Scott ultimately goes down there to the Maokai.
A lot of summoners burnt. Here. Wow, beautiful play from the Watermelon God. Shen TP's back, but unable to do anything. As Ornn just waddles away. Now both top laners have used their TP. Pepperdine needs to be afraid as Shen still has his ultimate. Although there is no objective on the bottom side, so both teams probably looking to farm it up for the next drag.
And that next dragon will be coming up here in about 3 minutes. But the next objective up here on the map will be Rift Herald up here in about 30 seconds.
You see Scott's in the bot side. And he's going for the Scuttle Crab while Nunu Kiana are going to make a play on the top side.
Kiana is falling back though. To pick up
No, I think
farm.
Pepperdine is aware of this, and we see Winchell 400 is walking down. Ult actually.
Ooh. Grand Star falls in, does manage to get the stun on.
Lucian does not have flash, yeah.
Yeah, both the Grand Starfall into the, I believe, W stun, and then Lilia Q into her Drowsy, and that's a very, very dead bot lane.
The no counterplay right there. And I would have liked to seen Scott go into Nunu's bot side, but I don't think they had vision, and the side of LMU gets a free Herald. Now Pepperdine does realize this, and we see Ornn is staying right, he's hugging his top lane turret, so playing very scared right now.
Yeah, the Kiana and the Nunu are, I believe, getting the blue buff. Pepperdine's blue buff.
As both junglers are... No, I was about to say they're relatively even, but Scott does have the farm lead.
As to be expected on Lilia.
See, Pantheon here is going for the Eclipse, and I'd like to see the Kraken Slayer come out of the Kai'Sa this game. Be able to put a dent into the Nunu and the Shen.
She does have the, that's Noon Quiver, right, already, so could be looking to go in that direction.
Alistar went for the Kindle Gem. I believe he might go for Locket. I'm not sure about the support item build path, but either Locket or Shirelia's. And Maokai, of course, gonna go for the Imperial Mandate.
Nunu getting aggressive here on the Lilia. The Drowsy coming out into the Ornn ultimate, gets the knockup into the W stun from Pantheon,
Wow.
until ultimately goes over to the Ornn.
And LMU actually burns Shen ultimate there. It's very good for Pepperdine. The Nunu oversteps and the Kiana just says later. And leaves him to die.
Sometimes it's what you have to do, though.
A bit of miscommunication as the Shen'll actually comes out, so very unfortunate. As Pantheon hard winning the trade in the mid lane. Looking at the gold right now, Scott is up 1.2k, Pantheon is up 1k. The 80s are relatively even, and top lane is up 900 gold. As Nunu flashes in and misses the Q smite, and he will fall there. That is very unfortunate. Pantheon flashes over, stuns it, and she just drops. Very clean play from Pepperdine right now.
Excuse me, I did not have my Discord on Do Not Disturb. I hope you guys were not getting those notification pings on stream.
As Pepperdine secure themselves a 4,000 gold lead at only 12 minutes. Very well done.
Yes, this is a very different feeling game than the game yesterday, but as we did see yesterday, all of this can go away in a flash, so Pepperdine will be feeling the pressure to take this advantage and roll with it.
Of course, I don't want to jinx it, but they don't have a Kog'Maw this game, so I'm feeling fairly confident. Their Baron speed doesn't seem too fast. I feel like what Pepperdine does have to be worried about is the vision control from Maokai and the just being able to play off the side lane with how fast Nunu is able to travel across the map and the presence of the Shen ultimate. As the Kraken Slayer does come out for the Kaisa, very nice. And the Sunfire Aegis Eclipse for the Orin and the Pantheon. As the Mythic buys are coming in from the side of Pepperdine.
Yeah, notably no one from the side of LMU has one yet, and the Drowsy comes down on the Shen. Amazing damage from the Lilia here, but falling back as the Maokai, Kiana, and Nunu all come to help out their Shen.
Very well done by Pepperdine there. The Orin gets the knockup, comboed by the Lilia E there, forces a Shen flash, and they all immediately make the call to back off once they see two members of LMU coming up. Some very clean League of Legends here. As well, I didn't see, but Lilia buys the Magi Soul Stealer.
Oh, she upgrades it. It was a Dark Seal just a moment ago.
I'm loving this confidence from Scott. Says, I'm not going to die this game. As LMU actually elect to swap their top laner, top and bot lane, as the bot lane turret has fallen, and they are looking to secure this Herald and the top lane turret.
Just a few seconds left on that Herald. We'll have to see if Pepperdine decides to fight for it at all. They are around.
As they set Alistar up. Although Kaisa is actually staying bot, I'm not sure about that, as the Shen has his ultimate and Kaisa cannot stop it. As we see Santomasi just hovering around in the bot lane. Pepperdine looks to be giving this Herald.
And it's not like they can quite trade the Herald for the Infernal Drake because it's not up for another minute. So this Herald will be quite dead before that objective comes online.
Although LMU's whole bot side is up, I would have loved to see Pepperdine go for that. Trade maybe those neutral or those jungle camps for it. Of course, the second Herald is not as worth as the first Herald as turret platings have fallen, so
we'll have to see where they decide to use that one. Will be crucial though, because it'll open up more map pressure for the side of LMU, as they are the only team right now with a tower.
As one mythic item comes out from the side of LMU with the Prowler's Claw for Kiana, and Lucian might be looking to, pick up his mythic, a Kraken Slayer. Although his back timing is right in time for Dragon Spawn, and Pepperdine immediately get vision and control, and they're looking to start it immediately.
Yeah, Pepperdine really wants this Infernal Drake.
Nunu instead goes, snowballs to the mid lane and is about to drop his Herald. Unfortunately, I don't think that... Oh, he did not drop it. This guy instead goes topside. Maokai is dropping some deep vision into the Pepperdine jungle.
Yes, that topside jungle on the top blue side jungle, I should say, has quite a bit of vision control from LMU. An excellent job from 67 LC Miller, the support from LMU, as well as the rest of the team.
As LMU is trying to get the turret, but Nunu tanks a lot there.
The Drowsy going down onto the Kiana has to flash over the wall.
Scott, unfortunately, fails his flash W. And Kiana and Nunu get away.
You hate to see it, but mistakes happen. But that excellent W stun from the empowered W for the Pantheon takes out the Kiana anyway. And it looks like he's just gonna...
Forces out the Shen ultimate, and the Maokai flash onto the Kaisa. A flash knockoff from Alistar, and both Maokai and Shen will drop.
Excellent engage there from all members of Pepperdine, especially Liquid Core JJ with the Alistar headbutt. And Lilia coming in there and cleaning up the kills.
I think what happened there in the top side with Scott is Lilia W actually doesn't go over walls, so I think he tried to W over the wall there and unfortunately was not able to follow through. But it doesn't matter as Windchill 400 finds a beautiful pick onto the Lucian, instantly bursts him without Lucian getting the chance to flash or heal away.
Yeah, important to note that there is now a nearly 7k gold lead opening up here for Pepperdine. I'm sure LMU will be feeling the pressure going into this later stages of the game.
As I've heard Doublelift talk about this before, once you have this much of a gold lead, the side of Pepperdine can AFK for like 5 minutes and still be relatively even. So we'll have to see how LMU find a way to come back into this game.
Yeah, the most fed member of LMU's team is Tangofish, who was performing, you know, relatively well on the Kiana for being into a tough matchup of the Pantheon, but ultimately, even with those 2 kills, she's falling, you know, 2,000 gold behind her lane opponent in the Pantheon, so it's only so much she can do.
That's right. This will be a tough game if Kiana's the carry, as Ornn is really tanky. Lilia will build a stopwatch. Pantheon has an ability that blocks all damage. Kaisa has a shield, and Alistar has his ult, so...
Important to note that there's now 14 stacks on that Magi. The stun goes down onto the Alistar. He just gets demolished by LMU. That's unfortunate for Liquid Core JJ.
A great find from Papa Spoon there.
It didn't look like it would connect, so I'm sure...
Yeah, that snowball was a little bit weird.
The Drowsy goes down onto the Shen. Going very, very low to the Lilia there. Then Mousy tries to follow up on the Kaisa. Ultimately, the kill will go back over to the Lilia. Ornn gets a kill with his ultimate. Scott goes down.
As Windchill 400 also goes down to the Nunu ultimate, and it's looking like an even... Oh, and the pickup on Kiana at the back end of the fight, but ultimately a 2 for 4. In a 4v5 situation as well, so it just goes to show how ahead Pepperdine is.
Yeah, definitely.
Although LMU did pick up a few key shutdowns on the Lilia and the Pantheon, now bringing the gold lead only to 7,000.
Yeah, it's especially good for the Kiana Tangofish, who looks like she's getting ready to be their carry, helping her make up a little bit of that gold disadvantage she had getting that shutdown onto the Lilia.
That's right. As Lucian here also is looking like he wants to go for the collector, of course. Lucian's build right now that I've seen so far is your Mythic into an Essence Reaver, and then and Infinity Edge looks to be like the highest damage build. I don't know if the collector will be good against the Ornn here. Realistically, I see no way that the Watermelon God will be falling in team fights.
LMU currently getting this dragon to about half health, but Pepperdine is there, but it will ultimately go over to the side of LMU. Scott was not quite quick enough getting over that wall.
Pepperdine might have made the call to just give it there. They were lacking a little bit of control, hoping maybe to win the fight afterwards and pick up the Baron, but LMU gets away with their very own second drag.
You can definitely get a feeling of the caution from Pepperdine today, not wanting to give up their lead, wanting to make sure their plays are very purposeful, and honestly, it's a bit of a breath of fresh air from the sort of, you know, throw everything in the kitchen sink at it mentality that we've seen before.
It's very true. Okay, looks like a tussle in the mid lane.
But Alistar helps provide the peel for wind chill.
Ord actually is very far extended in the bot lane as LMU is looking to capitalize on his overstep. Pepperdine is rushing to go down there, but it looks like this 550 gold bounty will be going to LMU.
Oh, the Watermelon God's back has been canceled. He goes in the Kiana stun.
But he is extremely tanky.
Yeah, it feels like he was just kind of getting lightly slapped by the Kiana. It does ultimately go down, but the shutdown goes over to the Maokai. That's not who you want.
As Pepperdine slowly chasing here, trying to buy time for the Kaisa to come in. Alistar flashes in, trying to...
Q gets the Drowsy onto the Shen. This might be the, what, 4th time that John Wack has been slept by the Lilia. Santomasi gets the kill. A double kill
John
going
Wack
over to
goes down.
Santomasi.
Unfortunate, if that was John Wick, he would have survived there. Pepperdine, a beautiful
Kiana
E
is
from
in
the
a bit
Lilia.
of trouble, but an excellent little engage from the Kiana there, but immediately goes down to the Pantheon.
An excellent trade from Tango Fish there. Able to see the kill angle onto the Lilia.
I don't know if he just was not aware of Windchill being there to back up, or thought maybe he could get out. So I'm not sure if that's worth.
As Pepperdine here is getting a little bit caught in the mid game.
They do ultimately have a nearly 10k gold lead.
This next dragon, I hope that they will step up and be more confident and assertive to not give over the third drag.
Very true. Important to notice that a sort of unsung advantage this game, Santomasi has a nearly 3k gold lead over his lane opponent in the Lucian.
That's right. Looking at the back here, he might just buy a Runon's Hurricane straight up, and wow, he does. Extremely fed right now. Wow. So currently Kaisa has the Q and E upgrade. With this build, they don't go for the W, so just looking at a more 80 burst kind of deal. Lethality, yeah.
Oh, an excellent E from Scott, zooming in with the Kaisa W to ultimately the kill does go over to Scott. Thought Santomasi was going to pick it up there. Oh, the Kiana engages in, gets the stun onto the Pantheon, but everyone from Pepperdine is there, and she just gets melted.
Flashes in, her ult just barely misses, or hits the Kaisa, but barely doesn't damage her. So definitely had a good play in mind, but the execution just felt a little bit short.
I think Pepperdine will get the inhib here, and then back up to get that third Drake here in about 30 seconds.
That's right. As LMU here is definitely feeling the pressure, they can't really walk in their jungle anymore, and they will be bleeding. A lot of golden experience there.
Oh, a double control ward coming out here for the Baron.
Pepperdine very smart, going to the Baron while leaving Scott to do the Dragon. Learned from their game yesterday, not letting the opposing team do the Baron under their noses as they secure the drag. Very well done. As we see the Orin upgrade come out for the Kaisa, building that Worm Fallen Sacrifice. I don't understand these Orin upgrades.
It's upgraded. It's better now. It's stronger now. Notably as well, Santomasi is the only player from the side of Pepperdine that has not died yet.
Yeah, and
massive shutdown on his head right now.
And that was the same case with yesterday's game as well. Ended the game with 0 deaths. Santomasi doing very well for himself, despite being a mid lane main.
Mid laners, they get the job done, I guess.
Yeah. So we see a stopwatch and a null magic mantle. So I'm guessing the null magic mantle is going into the QSS here, and the stopwatch is just for this next Baron fight. Like you said, she has a 700 gold bounty here. If she dies, the team fight might be over.
Looks like Pepperdine is maybe getting ready to start this Baron.
Clearing out vision. And a huge amount of damage comes out on the Maokai.
As LMU backs off, it does look like Pepperdine will pivot around to this Baron, having Windchill cover from behind. And this Baron will go down extremely quickly to the Kaisa.
Winchell here doing a good job of zoning 3 members of LMU as this Baron will be picked up.
And it looks like while Papa Spoon tried his best to steal that Baron, he will go down. The Kaisa ultimate comes out.
Beautiful stopwatch.
To avoid dying from the Kiana there.
And the game looks to be over. Oh, and Winchell barely misses the Maokai there.
Yeah, all that's left is John Wack and 67 LC Miller to try to survive here. And
as Red Team actually surrenders the game, very well done in a convincing fashion, ends the game in 30 minutes.
yeah, surrendering, not normally seen here in the Collegiate League or in Pro Play. You normally play it through to the end, but it was pretty surely going to be lost at that point.
Yeah, I see the chat. 3 Bones, where the Mossy Panta. I know, I would have liked to seen it. But Santo Mossy playing really well this game. And, in fact, the whole team in general. Very well done.
Yeah, you could definitely feel, I think, a clear difference between the Pepperdine that we saw today and the Pepperdine that we saw yesterday. It seems like there was definitely a lot of deep breaths taken from Pepperdine at several points throughout the game, but they did have a pretty clear advantage from the start where it was much harder fought yesterday, it seems. So we'll have to see going forward into our game versus USF if they're able to keep that sort of calm, level-headed mentality and be able to carry through with this success.
And I'd also like to give big thanks to our coaches, John and Kyle, for drafting this really good comp here. Very easy to execute and very well done from everyone.
Definitely. And we did have an offer from Kyle to come back on and talk about that game if we so desire. Are you up for it, Cody?
Of course, yeah. Bring him on.
All right. I'm letting him know because they're behind on the stream as well. They don't give us live updates and we don't update them. So we need to see if he can get on. He'll be here shortly, but overall, looking at the details of that game, just overall, we see another deathless game from Santomasi. Maybe he was always born to be an ADC. He played ADC for Pepperdine last year as well in the WCC, and it turned out well. So maybe that's just how it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Definitely, we will see. Oh, man, I see the The chat just is catching up with us, saying that was Smexy with that final fight at the Baron Pit.
Indeed it was.
So we'll have to see. It looks like Kyle might be doing a breakdown with the team, but did say he'd be on here in just a little bit. Is there anything from that game you would like to highlight, Cody, overall?
I think overall we did really well. So I just like to highlight the mid game there. Pepperdine did show a little bit, like a few signs of weaknesses that I hope the coaches will be able to identify and be able to improve on for future games. But that's just nitpicking. Overall, we did really well.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow. Really refreshing to finally be able to get a win here.
I'm very proud of the boys. Really short of one, kind of mismanaged drag fight. That's a really good game from us. We'll look at the VOD, we'll look at the drag fight and determine how our vision can be a little bit better, how we can set up a little bit better. But otherwise, really happy. Really proud of the boys. They played great. Santo with the perfect KDA. So
again,
still perfect KDA is perfect in WCC. So hoping to keep that alive.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. WCC likes to put out those little graphics that tell you, like, with the KDAs for all the players. So after this weekend, I'm sure he's going to be happy with how his looks.
Yep. Well, assuming we got one more game, right? Not count our chickens yet.
Yeah. Knock on wood. We don't want to.
Yeah. No,
want to risk it.
From the beginning of draft, we felt like we were in a good position. We got good matchups in the mid lane. Windshield punished the Kiana pick super hard. Really happy with how that played out. The solo kill top lane.
Yeah.
The watermelon guy just solo kill. Like the comms were crazy. Everyone was
hype. That was
really hype. I mean, I think the biggest thing for us is that the team culture and the team atmosphere, we had a really tough loss last Friday, and the team has bounced back, and we're happy, we're feeling good, we're cheering for each other, and so I'm really, really happy with where our team atmosphere and our mental is right now, because a lot of teams go boom after that, like a lot of teams lose to Teemo Mid and Echo ADC and just implode, and we didn't, right? We made a couple changes. We switched things up so that way we weren't stale, and we got a lot of positive feedback, and I think the results should speak for themselves.
Yeah,
indeed
definitely.
They do. It's great to hear the team that has bounced back, and I'm really excited for this next game.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I believe USF is playing right now, so both teams having back-to-back matches like this. We've got a little bit of time to kill, but I'm excited. This game just has me so hype. I'm so excited for what this team has to offer and just the potential that we have. Really, really excited.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you so much for hopping on, and we will see you again just a little bit later here and talking about our USF draft when that comes around. And we'd love to talk to you after that game as well. And man, I'm seeing requests in the chat to interview the Watermelon God. Might be a little short notice for that, but if that's something that people are really, really interested in for the future, we can start looking into that, talking to
I'll ask him. I'll shoot you a message if we can make it happen.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So we will see you again at around 7 p.m. Pacific time, and the same for the viewers as well. We're going to go ahead and cut this stream off here, take about a 40-minute break, hydration, stretches, all that jazz,
That's exactly what I said to the players. Get up, do some crunches, do some push-ups, eat a banana.
So hey, you're ready. If you want to train like a, collegiate League of Legends player with a pro coaching staff, go do some crunches. What was it, Kyle? What's your recommendation?
Crunches, push-ups, jumping jacks, banana, any fruit, brain food. Make sure you're ready for the next game.
All right, definitely. So it'll help us on the Rift and help you on the Rift as well in your solo queue games. So we will see you guys back around here at 7 p.m. and we'll see you, Kyle, as well. So
sounds good. Thank you.
Bye-bye.